It's my day off flexing. No eyes on my wrist. No eyes on my wrist.
Whoa, yeah, whoa, pause the video. Hello, yes, Spingerbox Boy here. Just a few things before we start this video. First, it's 1 hour unedited footage, so be ready for the I bring to every video. I usually cut them out, but I'm gonna leave everything in this one. Too long to edit. Come on, if you came here to see me, you're gonna get the whole of me. Second of all, I might sound a little bit sad in the beginning here, like I'm down. I'm not. I'm just really fucking tired. It's around 5 in the morning when I recorded this, so I'm all right. Don't worry about me. And thirdly, yes, I am not insane. Only insane people claim they're not insane, I know that, but it's basically 1 hour of me tired as hell, walking around in the asylum talking to myself. And I can say some really weird things sometimes. I just grab stuff from top of my head when I'm tired. And I thought most of it was kind of fun. So I kept it. Yeah. That's all. So yeah, please enjoy the video and start it up again now.
It's my day off flexing.
Hello. Good morning. Are you ready for the spooks and the hooks? I sure know I am. So yeah, it's 4 in the morning here. Almost 5, I think. And I can't sleep. I was recording another Overwatch videos. Another vaccine video, and I only got one, and it was like 6 minutes, so I'm gonna hold on to that one. Maybe make like 3 and cut them into 1, so it's not like so much silence and all of my sounds. So I thought to myself, what should I do? No one is awake. I cannot be loud. And I'm not really tired. But I feel very tired. But I can't sleep. So I decided to scare myself a little. And since all the other people in the house are sleeping, I have to be really quiet. This sounds like a perfect opportunity to play this spooky game. So yeah, as you can see, I'm a little bit higher level and I got some money. That's because I met an awesome dude, a Dutch streamer. He was God, basically. That was his name. And we did a lot of missions that was awesome. And we made a lot of cash, but sadly I died like a fucking retard, so I lost about $900 of items. Yes. So
I've gathered a list of other hunters asking for help.
Why are you so loud? I'm probably louder in the video, but that was loud in my ears. Let's create a private. Let's do a solo one. I don't want to talk to anyone. I'm probably only Russians and Americans awake at this hour. I have nothing against Russians or Americans. But they can be loud. And they can scream a lot. And I don't understand Russian. And Americans think I'm weird because I'm not American. No. Sorry. I did not mean that. Okay, let's see. What jobs do we have? No, we're not doing asylum. No. A solo run asylum. Well, maybe. Maybe I should do a solo run on asylum. This is an intermediate one. I mean, I'm gonna lose everything if I die. And it's gonna take time. It's gonna take a lot of time. thermometer. Amateur house. I mean, I want to do a chill one, guys. I don't want to do Asylum alone. But fuck it, let's do Asylum alone. So, yes, I'm retarded. Let's bring the bare minimum. We need a thermometer, that's what we need. And we need sanity pills, that's what we're gonna need. I'm not gonna bring anything I really want to lose. How am I ever going to find that I'm gonna get so lost? I'm gonna be the most lost boy in all of the world. Guys, I'm gonna be so lost. Let's just go with this. Yeah, let's go with this. Then if I die, I won't be so sad. Yes. No. I'm already regretting my decision. I don't want to. I'm scared. No, I'm not, but it's gonna be so annoying. So annoying. That's probably really loud. But I don't care. Because I am the Spinger Box Boy. Here with the spooks and the hooks. And as a good friend of mine said, I'm too sleepy to get the creepies. Something like that. Yeah. This loading takes forever. I'm gonna have to cut something out. Because this video is gonna be long. Oh. Why is my mouse showing? %. Did my internet die? No, it's probably just low. Yes. The asylum is big. As you can see, for you who have not played this game, asylum is big. That's floor 1. That's floor 2. And it can be in any of these rooms. I just have to go and open all the doors. I hope the ghost won't be a trickster. Dirty water in a sink. I have no smudge sticks. Okay. If we find a room and we find out what ghost it is, I'm happy. Wouldn't you be happy? I would be so happy. So let's start with the regular combo. Ghost book. Oh no, this is so creepy. I forgot the key. I almost thought it was hunting before the clock even started. Give me. There's my reticle. Let's go. Does it open inwards? Yes. I didn't even read what the ghost likes and dislikes. I have to be fast. This is the fastest you can go in game. It's super fast. It's like Sonic. I already feel lost. Both to the world and location. I scared myself. by opening that door too quick. That's how tired I am. No, wait a moment. I just want to get my bearings. Why is it going so many rounds around? Okay, let's do this. I think this is just the area around the entrance. Let's do that first. That sounds like a smart thing to do. Because then if the spooky hooky dookies come, I know where I am. And I know where I should go. Probably not though. Because I'm feeling lost. Why? Okay, you open inwards. Yes. Now I'm back. There's the entrance. I almost knew where I was. Coffee cup. I need to stop scaring myself. That's the ghost's job, not mine. Oh, why are you so loud? I wonder if the ghost is listening to me. That gives me some comfort, because that means somebody is listening to me. And I'm not being totally ignored. And I wouldn't feel so alone if I knew if there's somebody listening to me. I know you are listening to me right now, if you clicked on the video. And I'm happy for that. That means you are here with me. And I probably, maybe, not very likely, but maybe, scared you with opening that door too fast. As much as I scared myself. Open door. I don't think a ghost would be in that toilet. The toilet room is way too small for a ghost. A ghost needs air to breathe and a place to sit down and think about what they did in life. Now I feel truly lost. Is this a door? No, this is a door to the entrance. Good. If the ghost starts haunting me way early, before I even made any progress, I might leave. No, now it feels like, oh, this is the big room. This room is a little bit scary because it's so dark you can't see the other end. And then you get this feeling that you're walking into the unknown because you can't see. One thing I wished for this game to have is that your eyes could adjust to the darkness. But then nobody would use flashlights. But then if the ghost would turn on the lights, everybody would be blind. But maybe even the ghost would blind itself. Give you enough time to shake its hand and tell them they are doing a good job at scaring you. And if you do that, maybe the ghost will be happy that somebody is showing them some appreciation for the job they're doing. Oh, door. I mean, it can't be easy to be a ghost haunting a big place like this. The ghost itself must get lost. What if I could befriend the ghost and we could haunt people together without me actually being a ghost? I could dress up as a ghost and help it scare people. But that's not pretty good though, because I don't want to scare people in general. And then maybe people think I was the ghost all along, scaring all those people who came here. And then the ghosts get not credit for the job they've done. I would be stealing all the glory. And that would be selfish. Did that door? What did... No, it was the door I was opening that slammed. Sometimes when you grab it, it's not truly closed. And when you grab it, it closes on you. Is that humming getting louder? Or is it just me being tired? I wonder what the difference is between a ghost and a demon. Because a demon, I think, is more of an entity it's more tangible by like being around you. It's more physical. A demon is there and it can really hurt you. But a ghost, like a spirit, they are not really there. And at the same time, they really are there. I think I got lost in my own brain. Not only the asylum. I should probably have breakfast after this game. I'm getting a little bit hungry. Maybe I can have breakfast with a ghost. Who knows? They might be around. I have to ask someone about ghosts so I learn more. Maybe I can ask people like half paranormal or maybe even armored skeptic, because he's some kind, he kinda low-key believes in ghosts. And I don't blame him. Everybody wants to believe something cool as ghosts. It's like believing in what was his name? Ötzi the snowman. Was it Ötzi? I can't remember. But it's kinda like the Sasquatch. But he's a man in the snow instead of a man in the woods. Now I have reached the end of this place, I think. So now I have to go back and check all the rooms on the way like this. And if I follow this, I think I might be going back to the place in the beginning. Maybe I shouldn't cut this video down so much so you see how long this actually takes and how many doors I have to open. My arm is getting tired. And it's only 13 degrees in here and I forgot my jacket. Now, people tell me that you can get a cold for being out in the cold. But I don't believe that. Because getting a cold, there's the stairs down to the basement. I don't really want to go there right now. But to get a cold, you have to get the cold from someone who has the cold. You don't magically just get the cold because you are cold. That's not how it works, is what I have heard. Can you pull the fire alarm? No. That would be really funny if you played with people here. They were walking around and being a little bit spooked. And you suddenly... Here's doors I haven't opened. But these are small toilets. I don't think the ghost would like it in here. Uh-oh. Somebody broke a mirror. That's bad luck. Haven't I been in this kitchen? Is that a door I've been through? That's a door I've been through. Let's just see what's over here. What was I talking about? It was something, but I can't remember now. Now it feels like I go in... No, here it is. Now I'm back. And I think I was on that side. But yes, I was on that side. You see, the ghost has not really done so much. My sanity is pretty okay. So I went right. No. I found a set of stairs. And a lot of small toilets. And I went. Did I go right? I think I did. So I think I was in this area. And I found the stairs. And I went around. I can't remember how many doors I opened. But I think I just went almost to this area. Maybe I went through this area. But I can't remember if I went out there. But as you see, the 5 minutes are up. And I think it's been a lot more than 5 minutes. And I haven't found anything. But let's go back in now. My feet are a little bit cold. That was all the time I needed to get warm. So let's go this way now. But okay. Yes. I've been around in all this place when it comes to the middle area. So if I go here and go right here and then go left, there should be a way left here soon, I think. It should be. And if I go left again, I would find the stairs. Yes, no, here I've been. Was it left I went? Yes, here's the stairs. And I went through these doors. Maybe I should go the other way. Because these are the... If that door is open, yes, I should go the other way. I think that's for the best. It was something about cold, getting a cold. The thing I was thinking about before. Then I said something after about getting a cold. And that was the thing I was thinking. Now I lost. Now I really don't know where I am again. But I think this is the right... I think... Maybe. Yes, I think so. And then right here, yes. I get... Yes, I get tingling in my arm. Maybe I should have brought the ghost. This is spitting. Maybe I should have bought the spirit box. Spinger box. Then I could... Yes! You see here, here's our door I haven't opened. Another washroom. This asylum has many washrooms. And many toilets. The loud noise is getting louder. And it's getting louder in my ears. Oh, I almost scared myself again. Now I can't think of anything to say. It's like I talked for too long and suddenly forgot how to talk. I'm slowly starting to get to know this place a little bit. Was it something about it's good to have something to think to believe in, like spirits and stuff, and I talked about half paranormal and the armored skeptic. I think that was something about it. If I ever got the chance to talk to a dead person, and I was not allowed to choose a relative of mine, then I would want to talk to James Randi. James Randi was a really old man, and he was called the Amazing Randy. And he was truly amazing. He was an escape artist and a magician, but not like in real magic, though he made it seem like it was real magic. But he always told you that it's just a trick. And he went out of his way as a magician to educate people that other people who say they are magicians or have power might be trying to fool them out of money. I thought people could not be so evil that they would use people's sorrow to just gain money for themselves. But I have seen people do it. And there's people on the television who say they speak to dead people that you knew. But James Randi and other people like him, like Penn and Teller, they told me through the television also that these people, they are just being general about information that might seem like it is information that's only known by you and your relative. But they phrase it like questions. Or no, it is questions they ask, but they phrase it like answers. So they get the information they need out of you by asking questions and make you feel like they knew it from the beginning, that they already had the answer. Oh my god, that door nearly scared me. So there's people on the TV, right? And they go out to a lot of people and they say, I have a name in my little head, and it's something like James or Jesus, or maybe it's Peter. And then somebody stands up and say, my great uncle's grandfather's baby dog, he was named Patrick. And then this ghost person douchebag says, I have Patrick here right beside me. And then the person who's in sorrow because of their grand-uncle's dog says, oh, that's amazing. What is he saying? And then this douchebag says he wants a treat and be pet on the belly. And that person, he remembers all the time that little fluffy doofus wanted a treat and wanted to be pet on the belly. And he says, "Oh, that's my Patrick." But then he doesn't realize that all little dooful balls, doofy little fluffy balls of goodness wants treats and be pet on the belly. Even me. And then they say something like, "Oh, he's a little bit sad because you didn't take him to the park." And then that person remembers that there was this time that the little doofus Patrick, he was really sad because he couldn't go to the park. But in fact, that's a general statement that not all persons can always take their dogs to the park every time the dog wants to go to the park. So instead of remembering all the times this person took little Patrick to the park, they just remember the time they didn't. I think I'm lost now. But yes, and in that way they trick people. There is no power. They trick people into giving them money to talk to the dead relatives. And it's, when it comes to what I think, it's that money comes and money goes. And this is also something that Penn Gillette from Penn & Teller, I'm just gonna warm my little hands because it's cold in my room. But this is something Penn Gillette said, and I think Houdini said it also. And James Randi probably said it a few times too, and many people too. I don't really care about the money. But these douchebags on the TV, they literally shit on the people's memories of their loved ones and make up phony ones. That's not cool. I think I have to go down to the basement now. My sanity is really good though, so it shouldn't be a problem. But yes, if I remember correctly also, South Park did an episode of one of these douchebags. They say he wins the prize for the biggest douche in the universe. And I agree, full-heartedly. Because I think these people who actually do this, they have fooled themselves. Yes, they actually think they can talk to dead people. Because there's no logical explanation otherwise. I remember this douchebag who South Park did fun of. Oh, a bone! I have no time to go back for a camera and find this room again and take a picture of the bone, so I'm just gonna pick it up. Doker. I don't know what that means. But yes. What was I saying? Yes, I remember that douchey bag. And he said something like this when he was asked what his trick was to talk to dead people. That he is not doing it for entertainment, he's doing it as a service to help the people who are grieving. And would it be a sin if he kept it for himself? I say fucking motherfucking yes. Because if he really want to help people who are grieving, he should teach everybody to talk to their dead relatives for free. And, or maybe write a book about it. And then he can sell the book, but then he make money off it as well. But then people can learn. Information should be free. I think when they stand in front of a lot of people and just spit out a lot of bullshit and a lot of vague names that sounds like it's called the shotgun approach, because they just stand and they spew out bullshit after bullshit. Well, I've been here. Have I really? Have I gone in circles? I will go a little faster here. I think I can go to the left and see. Up here. But yes, they just stand there and they puke bullshit. A lot of dookie. And then they have the readings. They are a little more personal. And one is called a hot reading, and one is called a cold reading. Cold reading are more... It's more likely to happen. What do you call it? It's more usual to be a cold reading, because it means that the person who's doing the reading, the douchebag, in the scientific sense, they don't know anything at all about the person. Like it should be, if they really can talk to the ghost. And then they start spewing their bullshit with questions that really don't sound like questions, because they say, "Oh, I get a man. He a big and man. He looks like he could be your father. Did your father pass away?" And then the person can say, "No, my father is healthy and fine, and he is running marathons. But his brother, my uncle, he passed away recently, and he is the one I wanted to contact." And then the person say, the douchebag, I mean, not the person. Person in this situation is the good person who lost their uncle, and is just a little bit confused, and maybe a little irrational. But the douchebag says, "Oh, yes, I have your uncle right here." And then the person is really sad and happy at the same time. And then there's always something they say related to the person being the relatives, like he's an uncle. Then he knows also now that his father is in good health, because that person told him. And then he can say, "Oh, your uncle wished to say that he's happy to see that his brother is in such a good health." And then that person who is a little bit confused might not even remember that he told him about his father, who is in perfect health. And then they say, "You know, he told me my father was in perfect health. He told me my uncle told him." And that's basically how they do. And what the basic way they do it is they spit out like 15 things. And if only 2 of those 15 things hits the spot, then the person who is being read might feel that this person is really accurate, because the person only want to hear the thing that hits. Oh, I thought I was lost, but here's a room I haven't been to. Did the power go on again? That's really weird. I think the ghost might greet us very soon. I wouldn't mind having some company. This is really lonely, walking around, trying to find one room that has the right temperature. But yes, they can say like, "Okay, your uncle, he says something else here. He says there's something about a thing in the family, something about money or real estate or something of great value, like jewelry or something that could be passed down as inheritance. And then the person can say, yeah, he owned a jewelry store and he had a lot of private jewelry there. That our family cannot really see how they should divide, and it's tearing the family apart. And then this person thinks that this douchebag has talked to his uncle and learned this. But the fact is, he asked a lot of questions. And there was only one answer. And he just said 15 wrongs. And that is called the I can't remember the name, but the Barnum effect. When a person only sees the thing that's a good and doesn't remember the bad. I call that also optimism. But the Barnum effect, it comes from the dude Barnum and his great circus. And he had everything. He had elephants and mice and clowns and trapeze artists and jugglers and lions and cool stuff. And then people who go to the circus is like, oh, I really love the elephants. That was the best. And even though they only came to see the elephants, they saw so much more, but they don't remember because they only want to remember the elephants. No, this is down again. I want to go back to the car. I don't feel like I want to be here anymore. This has been a long, long walk. But yes, that's the Burnham effect. And it happens like everywhere, all the time. Not only with circuses and people like those who read the signs and the stuff in the stars, read the stars. They also do this shotgun approach, not shotgun approach, but the cold reading with a lot of questions and then maybe one hit. But oh yeah, I was talking about the hot reading as well. I forgot about it. I have to explain that too. I hope I'm not boring you with all this talk. It helps me keeping calm. Okay, so a hot reading is when the person goes in and the douchebag already knows a lot about the person. And here's the warning flags in my head. They waving like crazy. How can that douchebag already know so much about me? Or that person? That's creepy. And some people think that's the proof that they have talked to someone who knew them. But that doesn't mean that that person has to be dead. They cannot talk to someone who knew you, that is alive, and gotten all this information about you beforehand. And then they can do a super accurate reading with no misses at all. And that's really weird, but not really weird. It's more weird. I'm gonna close this door. Oh yeah, I gotta take a break, little ghost. But yes, that's... Ugh. It's so cold in my room. Ugh. I'm gonna have a whip. But yes. One more. Yes, but that's really weird. People also, like, they know a lot about you. And they talk to this douchebag and giving him information without knowing it. Or they have someone working for them that goes out and try to find people that want to talk to their dead relatives. And that person asked them all the questions that the douchebag needs to know. And then they say to the person that they are never gonna tell the douchebag about this. But how can they prove that they not told the douchebag about it? That's why we have to have too bright. That's why we have to have we have to be skeptic and have thinking brains to think away all the bad people. Why can't there be a camera in every room so I can do this without going in there again? I don't know. My sanity is 55. I do have pills, so I could go another round. But the problem now is I don't know which part of the basement I've been to. I could go to the left stairs, I think. Or maybe it was the right stairs I didn't go down to. And then see if there's any doors. So I can do that. Okay. The mission is now, I only need to find a room. That's the only thing. Those pills taste great. Yeah, but I can bring a camera and take a little photo with me. So yeah. Where was I? Yeah, the hot reading. Fucking stupid asshole getting information and then telling it to douchebag. Not cool. Not cool. I saw a reading being done by a lady that looked like a rat. And I don't mean like a snitch. I mean like she actually looked like a rat. She had a long nose and 2 pointy teeth. And her hair was in a grey ponytail. And it was so tightly knotted up back. So her whole face was like being pulled backwards. And she actually did one of these hot readings to a couple who had lost their daughter. And she just went out and said, I have a young female here who committed suicide. And it was suicide she committed. And the couple, they are really, really sad. And she is standing there spewing all this bullshit right in their faces. And says, of course, she says to them that the daughters tell them there was nothing they could do to save her. And maybe that is true. But that is false hope. Maybe not hope. But it's false. What do you call it? It's false. That is what it is. It's not the truth. Because it's a maybe. Okay, maybes can be truths as well, but she said it like she was certain and that she knew because she talked to the dead daughter. That's bad. But luckily in the video there was a guy with the same last name as the douche who was in the South Park episode. But they were not related. He assured about that. He did not like the douche either. But this dude, he used to be a douche. Like the douche on the South Park episode. But he couldn't do it anymore. And he understood why it was wrong. He did it because he needed money. And that's a good excuse for anything. But it's not right. And he understood it and he stopped. And then he used his knowledge to teach people about the dangers about trusting these other douchebags, because he himself was a douchebag once. And that gave me hope, because that ex-douchebag, he did the same reading to the couple with the daughter who died, and all the other people who had met the rat. And then he said, all this is fake. And then he assured them that they should never trust douchebags, because they will douchebag them out of their money and give them false memories of their loved ones. Like, how could the rat know anything about that daughter who committed suicide? And she just stood there and took their money. It's so cruel. But in here ghosts are real, and we can talk to them with the Spinger box. Though they can't say very much. They can only grab things from the radio. And did you know that the Spinger box... I was about to sneeze. The Spinger box is probably the coolest thing in the ghost world. Because sometimes you get answers, though they appear at random. And maybe they don't really answer what you ask, but they're really close. And it's spooky. But then again, they have to grab the radio waves. But how do they know which radio station the word they're grabbing for is gonna come up on the Spinger box? That's the thing I don't really understand about the Spinger box. If you go through all these radio channels very fastly, and some words just get through, how do the ghosts know what the person on that radio station, that Spinger box at that second, that word, how do they know that word is related to what they want to say? That's just mind-boggling. It's like, it's so unbelievable, it's paranormal. And that's why I think people believe it. Now I've been everywhere. I'm lost again. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. I will take a photo of this room. Now I have something. And I forgot, I also got the bone. So I did not go here and got nothing from it. I found a bone. Ghost, if you can hear me, I don't need a sign. I only want to know how I get out again. It was fun walking around and seeing your habitat here, but I'm really tired. That sounded like footsteps behind me almost, but that was my own footsteps. You see how easy it is to scare yourself, and you get this feeling about wolves chasing you, so you have to run. Do you want to know a secret? I have that feeling almost every time. Not every time, but all the time. Something is not right in my brain. And I feel tense all the time. And I got the feeling that I have to run. Or I have to fight. And it's really exhausting. And it is something that has been the reason why I can't go to sleep. And yes, I meet people that are helping me with that problem. But it's so fun to talk, not fun. It feels good to talk about it, even if nobody is listening. Just to say the words. Okay, Mr. Ghost. I don't know if you're a mister. Kenneth Davis. Kenneth Davis? Kenneth Davis, if you hear me, could you give me a sign on the total activity monitor? Just throw some books around or something. But if you don't want to throw books around, it's okay. I mean, you don't want to dirty up your home. And it's hard for you to give a sign when I'm in here. Seems to be resented by everyone, yeah, but that's okay, because I'm alone. Boy, I can anger it by telling its name. But Kenneth Davis, I don't want you to be angry. There's an old VHS up here. I find it's cool that you have it here, because I haven't seen one in a long time. Okay. Now I'm cold and I'm tired and I have tired arms. So I'm gonna go back now. Goodbye, Kenneth Davis. It was a fine house you have. I do not assume anything, but I maybe put down that you were a spirit, Kenneth Davis. I hope it's okay. It was a poltergeist. That was a really kind poltergeist. He didn't even slam a door. Yes, but now I'm tired. Really tired. And I don't feel like playing any more spooky games. I don't know if I'm gonna cut this down, but it might be over 40 minutes and it's gonna be a rough video to go through. So if you have stayed along this long and listening to my rambling, then I say thank you. This is Spurgbacker Dilla Boy, and I'm vaping off. Good night, morning.
It's my day off flexing. No eyes on my wrist. No eyes on my wrist.